All right, let's talk about that Super Bowl MVP himself, Cooper Kupp. What a game he had. He was incredible in this one. Let's get into the film and talk about what he did so well. And we'll start off with this one. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4 right here. This is early on in the game, and this is just kind of one of the many things that makes Kupp so great is he does it all, right? He's not just someone who sits on the outside and runs go routes all game. Obviously, that's not easy to do either, but what he's doing here is it's actually pretty simple, and it's kind of one of those fun, blends of him and Sean McVay kind of being the perfect fit with each other. You're going to have Cooper Kupp just go out to the flat here, and it's zone coverage, actually just a 3-man rush that Cincinnati is in. And basically, it's almost like a check down route right here, which is just so fun. Because, can you imagine, Devontae Adams or, DeAndre Hopkins doing something like that? I really can't. But Cooper Kupp, it's like, yeah, that's what he does. He does everything. It's kind of that unique thing about Cooper Kupp that he'll just be used in 1,000 different ways. Watch how right when this play begins, it's kind of, working as you expect. And Stafford actually gets to his 3rd read on this play. I'm not sure if that was, by design, if there actually was 2 reads in front, or if he was always going to throw to Kupp and he was just trying to, use his eyes to get people out of position. But anyways, he does get the ball over to Kupp, and this is where Cooper Kupp has to make his money, right? You have a player who can run over, and if he makes a quick tackle, this is not a 1st down, and what do? Maybe you go for it, maybe you punt. Sean McVay, he more often than not punts in these situations, so big play here, but you see Kupp makes the catch and, basically just in a phone booth can still make a guy miss, makes another guy miss as well before finally getting brought down. So that's just what Cooper Kupp does. I mean, he can beat you in so many different ways. He's so dangerous with the football. He's dangerous when he doesn't have the football because you can throw it to him. There's just so many things he can do. Let's go over to this, but let's just talk about the, probably the biggest play maybe, which is kind of saying something because he had the game-winning touchdown catch. So I don't know, but this one probably was bigger because it's a 4th down and 1. If Kupp does not make this play and he gets stopped short here, the Bengals probably win the Super Bowl. They at least are able to go up 7 and are able to kill another 2 minutes of the clock. That's worst case scenario for Cincinnati. So huge play. Sean McVay putting the ball into his best player's hands, giving it to Cooper Kupp. A couple things to talk about. For one thing, it's going to be Bryson Hopkins, the tight end for the Rams, who was a very unlikely hero in this one. He's making the block off the edge. And you also have Von Bell, who I've circled in yellow. That's the guy who's going to be running in and trying to make a tackle on Cooper Kupp. And I don't know this, but I actually think that this might have been one of those plays where there's actually an option for Stafford. You look at the defensive front, it looks like he was maybe going to run a quarterback sneak, but since they're prepared for a quarterback sneak, instead the option is you hand it off to Cooper Kupp, and Stafford is going to hand it to Kupp, who just is so explosive. He's able to get by Bell and pick up that 1st down, and that's why you give the ball to your best player in this situation, right? Because he can do something like that. Just a fantastic play by Cooper Kupp. Just a great play. I thought this one was also really good on that same drive. This was kind of the chunk play that they needed to get the touchdown. You knew you were going to need a chunk play probably, and this was it. And it's going to be really a great throw, probably more than anything, but still a really good route from Kupp. It's zone coverage, and you see how his route can work. He can get past the linebackers just enough, and if you can find a gap in between them, that's how it can work. Look at how right when this play begins, Stafford takes the snap, he makes this throw. I'm pausing it right here. You can see how close it was to being incomplete, or maybe even intercepted if Stafford misses this throw. Really just a tight window he has to hit it through. Also just a great play by Kupp, though, to make the catch in stride, picks up as many yards as possible. Great throw from Stafford for sure. A wide receiver is nothing without someone to throw the ball to. Someone to throw the ball to them, of course, but still really good stuff from Kupp to get open enough, just open enough that Stafford was able to make the throw and be able to pick up some yards after that as well. Even something like this, which is kind of just getting underneath the coverage a little bit and being able to pick up some yards. This kind of reminded me a little bit of when the Jets were able to light up the Bengals defense with Mike White, which was still kind of one of those crazier things like, oh yeah, that happened this year. That was odd. So, something like that. Again, can't compare Stafford to Mike White. Obviously, no one is on the level of the great Mike White. Obviously, I'm kidding, but, again, finding those gaps that you can find to beat this type of coverage. And finally, something like this, which was just, this is the play where what's going to happen is it's just a true one-on-one matchup here. Eli Apple on Cooper Kupp. Not exactly sure why the Bengals. I mean, okay, I get why the Bengals wanted a one-on-one matchup for sure, because you're afraid of a running play. It's second and goal at the half-yard line. You have to be prepared of a running play. I get that. But Cooper Kupp has a one-on-one matchup, and there's no real help either. I mean, this is Cooper Kupp on Eli Apple, one-on-one. What's going to happen? Well, first, let's start off right here. So you see right when this play begins, really just a couple of steps into it, Eli Apple, the ball's already thrown. So Stafford's saying, hey, you're getting the ball, Cooper Kupp. This is going your way. And Eli Apple has his back completely turned because he doesn't know where Kupp might be running to. Kupp might be running further deep. So you don't know. You have all that space to cover. And if you guess wrong and you turn back and then the ball isn't there, well, now you're not looking at Cooper Kupp. He can run by you and get wide open. So instead, Stafford throws it behind Kupp, and it was kind of more the threat of Kupp more than anything that allowed him to make that play. So just a, again, fantastic play by Cooper Kupp. That's what he does. He's a fantastic player. So yeah, I think it's a fair question to say, did Cooper Kupp deserve the MVP, or should it have gone to Aaron Donald or Matt Stafford? Those are kind of the three. I guess, to me, I think the real conversation is between Kupp and Stafford. I think those are probably the two closer ones, just because I think about this as like, okay, do the Rams win this game without Stafford or Kupp? No. I don't think they win it without Aaron Donald either. I guess I can at least somehow envision a way where maybe they win it without Aaron Donald. They probably don't win it without any of them, if we're being honest. So it just comes down to who has the most value. And I guess, how do you define value? That always becomes a weird conversation. Quarterback inherently gets more value just by being the more important position. The reality is, I thought Cooper Kupp was incredible. I thought Matthew Stafford was incredible. I thought Aaron Donald was incredible. You could have given it to any of them. I usually feel like tie goes to the quarterback. But at the same time, I get why Cooper Kupp won it. And just going back and watching that final drive from Kupp's perspective really does kind of make you think, man, they really did run that offense through him in that final moment. They really were, okay, where's Cooper Kupp? Let's try and get him to football. He's double teamed. Okay, well, there's not a third guy on him, so let's throw the ball his way. And Stafford kind of had to, go back to his, younger days when he had Calvin Johnson, and that was the guy who always throw it to Calvin Johnson. Well, now always throw it to Cooper Kupp. Hey, not a bad strategy. I don't think it certainly worked out. They're world champions, so yeah, it worked out. Also, yes, world champions. Maybe this is a weird tangent to get in. People always get mad when someone says world champions. It's the best players in the world playing for a championship. That's what world champions are. Just because it takes place in America doesn't mean only Americans can play in it. So that is irrelevant, but just tangent I thought of. Back to Cooper Kupp, just an incredible job by him. What a season he had, man. We were talking on the podcast about how Kyle believes he is now the best receiver in football, and think about how hot of a take that would have been to say that a year ago, and now it's almost a hot take to say the contrary. So, interesting stuff. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.